Hi everyone, today's headlines. Citizens share newer 2024 resolutions. On New Year, ISRO to launch dedicated satellite to study black holes. NIA identifies 43 suspects involved in attack on Indian missions abroad. Israel intensifies jet strike. Hamas fire rockets as world welcomes 2024. News in details. Citizens share newer 2024 resolutions. Newer resolution and people have a long history together, and as Newer 2024 approaches, people from various walks of life share their resolution with the news agency. Avinav Dechau, a nursing officer from All India Institute of Medical Science, New Delhi, confided, "As a nurse, my resolution for 2024 is to continue expanding my knowledge through ongoing education. Additionally, I aim to contribute positively to the nursing community and promote a culture of continuous improvement in the healthcare practices. My New Year resolution will be no turning back and will make sure to cut off all the toxic people from my life. Spread more love in 2024 and also want to be rich next year," said Asena Vili Ayami, a social media influencer and comedian. ISRO to launch new mission to study black holes, second after NASA to do so. After successful Chandrayaan 3 and Aditya L1, India's maiden solar mission, ISRO kicked off a new mission on the New Year Day to study black holes and neutron stars. The launch of X-ray Polymeter satellite is the first dedicated mission from ISRO to carry out research in space-based polarization measurement of X-ray emission from celestial sources. The launch comes after the success of its Gaganyaan test vehicle D1 mission in October. The PSLV C-58 rocket in its 60th mission is carrying primary payload XPOSat and 10 other satellites to be deployed in low Earth orbits. The X-ray Polymeter satellite is aimed to investigate the polarization of intense X-rays sources in the space. NIA identifies 43 suspects involved in attack on Indian missions abroad. A total of 43 suspects were involved in the recent attack on Indian embassies located in the United States. The United Kingdom and Canada earlier this year said the National Investigation Agency, according to reports, all the suspects were identified by the investigative agencies using a crowdsourcing approach. The NIA took over the case of attacks on the Indian diplomatic missions in the US, the UK and Canada in June this year. Following orders from the Ministry of Home Affairs, reports suggested that so far 50 raids have been conducted in India and approximately 80 individuals have been interrogated in connection with the attacks. Israel intensifies jet strike. Hamas fire rocket as world welcomes 2024. Amid New Year celebration across the world, Israel intensified jet attacks while Hamas launched rocket from Gaza, triggering siren in the central and southern part of the country. There have been no reports of direct hit due to the launch of the rocket as the war continued through the remains of the town and refugee camps, residents and medics said. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin said that the war would take many more months to end. The Israeli military has decided to release some reservists who were asked to fight Hamas in Gaza, adding that it would benefit the economy as the country prepares for a long war. The Israeli airstrike pounded Al-Maghazi and Al-Buraji in the center of Gaza, which killed 10 people in one house and drove over to flee to Rafah on the border with Egypt, where the Israeli army is battling Hamas. On the other hand, Hamas fired rockets, which is said was in response to massacre against civilians in Gaza. That's all for now. To get this latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.